Hey guys, Devin here with Lifetime Preparedness. Something I wanted to talk to you about today. I'm talking with a lot of people I know in my community, my friends, my coworkers, my family. People are beginning to worry about this upcoming fall and as we get deeper into summer regarding a lot of things. The things I have heard the most from people are civil unrest, things being shut back down from the pandemic, people dying from the pandemic. A lot of people are worried about this food shortage. People that have never been worried about this food shortage, I give them actual facts about what's going on in the world with the global, food production. Um, and they become concerned. I give them facts about what's going on around the country with the civil unrest, with the rioting, with the protesting. I give them facts, hard facts, and they realize things that they didn't realize before. They open their eyes and they realize we're not in a good spot as a country. We're not in a good spot as a human race in the sense of survival. We're not. Um, Unfortunately, if we have a severe food shortage, many people will die. I wholeheartedly believe that. You don't have to. I do. If we have a severe food shortage along with an economic depression, and that's the big thing that I've been hearing the most is people are worried about a severe depression, and then that coupled with a global food shortage, they're worried that's going to collapse the economy, and that's one of the big things that us preppers have been talking about for years. I've been talking about this since I was 13 years old. Economic collapse hasn't happened in the history of the United States, a full collapse, but it's possible. We had a near collapse during the Great Depression. That was very bad. This could be just as bad, or it could be worse. They didn't have much food then, but more people farmed, more people gardened, people knew how to grow their own food. They knew how to take care of chickens, things like that. They had ways to have food, and they didn't have to rely on someone else to grow it. You know, make sure it's good to eat, and then ship it to them. They didn't have to rely on that. They didn't have to rely on big business and big government to bring them the food they need every day to feed their families. And now people are. People are, in my area specifically, are very concerned about this. And more people every week telling me I want to get into preparedness. How do I start preparing? How do I start preparing for this? How do I start preparing for that? And I tell them all basically the same thing. Depends on the person, situation, income level, things like that. First thing I tell some people, get out of the city. If you're in a big city, get out. Um, Anyone I know in, let's say, for example, Albany, New York, I have a good buddy up there. I told him, I said, get out. Start putting food away. At the very least, have your supplies out of the city and be able to get out of the city fast if you need to, at the very least. Um, the next thing is food. Stock food. Um, Stock food. And if you want to build a small pantry, if that's the best you can do right now, before something happens, build a small pantry. Do what you can. Just buy a couple extra cans of food when you go to the store if you can afford it. If you can afford more, do more. If you can afford to go and spend $150 on canned goods, do it. If you can afford to go spend $150 on rice and beans, do it. If you go afford to go spend $20, go do it. Food. If you want to be covered for all your bases, get food, toilet paper, things like that. Household necessities, things that you use every day. Think about things you use every day. Go through your house, be like, what do I use every single day that I require or that I would make my life much more comfortable having? Most people aren't thinking about having, stocking up on deodorant. Got some back up there. I keep 10 sticks at all times minimum on hand for me. because I like doing that. It's not that expensive. I can afford that because I have a lot of my food preps taken care of. I have heat source, light source, and all that kind of stuff. Taken care of, self defense. Um, so I am water filtration. I have a lot of that already taken care of, so I can go and do things like that. My medical's not squared away as I would like it to be, but it's where it is. It's where it's at. I'm gonna keep working on it. Same with everything else. I hope you guys go out there and get what you can while you can. And now is not the time to freak out. It's not. I have a lot of people that I care about that are freaking out. A lot of people that I just know that are freaking out. Whether they admit it or not, I can see it in their faces if they don't tell me, which a lot of people are telling me. So, I just want to say right now is not the time to freak out. Right now is the time to stay calm, keep doing what we're doing, hoping for the best, and preparing the best we can for the worst. That's all we can do, is prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's all we can do. As a country, as a people, that's all we can do. Try to be good to each other, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. With that being said, you guys have a great day. I'm out.